Hi friends, how are you doing? This video is all about me showing massive thank you to each and every one of you, because honestly, when I left my job a few months ago thinking I want to do YouTube full-time, everybody told me I was crazy, but you guys, you believed in me, you made it possible, you sent me so many messages full of love, and I am honestly super thankful for each and every one of you. So this video is more about who am I? It's more about why did I start? What is it like being a hijabi in Paris? And my different aspects. So career, we will talk productivity, dating, marriage, So let's dive into your burning questions. What inspired you to start YouTube? Honestly, when I was 15, I just knew that I'm going to do YouTube because I wanted to be the role model, which I didn't have when I was growing up. So I grew up in a very small town in Pakistan, and I wanted to study abroad. I wanted to travel alone. I had these big dreams, and I feel like I had to fight my way. I had to fight my way when I didn't want to do medical and I chose business. I had to fight my way when I got accepted for the first conference in Singapore and I didn't get permission from my dad to go. And the dean of my school, he had to call and he had to convince my dad. And my dad, being a super army dad, super strict at that time, he actually took the flight with me. He went, he met all the coordinators and everyone. And since that time, I think from the girl who didn't even get out of house alone to someone who studied in US, in UK, in Singapore, in Spain, in Japan, and to now where I accepted this job in management consulting and living in Paris, I feel like there has been a huge struggle, but also I have learned so much along the way, which I want to share, just in the hopes that it might inspire someone. So this is why I really wanted to start this YouTube channel, because I know that there are people like me who have big dreams and they really believe in them. But maybe if I can show them how, then this can be amazing. The next one is struggles being a hijabi in Paris. Like, do I struggle or how is it? I think this can be divided into two parts. So the first is how I felt the first 6 months and how I feel now after spending 2 years in Paris. So I think the first 6 months were the toughest 6 months of my life. I was not allowed to pray in my office. My manager once walked to me and he said, Umama, I was watching this documentary on Jesus Christ and I saw that the women at that time, they used to wear hijab like you. And I just thought to myself, he's saying this to me, mind you, in the middle of the office. He said to me, and I just said to myself, the world has moved on, but Umama is still in before Christ times. And then he just laughed an awkward laugh like, ha 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 ha. And I was so shocked. Like, he's the managing partner, so he runs things around here. And this is a very top company. And I thought, oh my God, like, this is against everything, like diversity, inclusion, acceptance. What are you even saying? Like, you find a piece on my head triggering, like, what is wrong with you? And I feel since then it was just like subtle racism, subtle Islamic phobia, but then also I got harassed on the metro. So a woman punched me for no reason, like just the random things. And I hated every single moment of being in Paris. But I feel 2 years here, now I think maybe I understand the ugly and I understand the good. So the ugly is if you are working in a French company, you will not be allowed to wear hijab mostly. Most of my friends are not allowed. You will not be able to pray. Some of my friends can pray, so it is possible to find those type of companies, but usually it is very hard structurally. But that is why I want to do YouTube, because I'm just my own boss. Nobody cares what I wear when I pray. And this is literally the biggest freedom that YouTube has allowed me. And the next is, I think there are some good things. There is a huge community of Muslim people. There is a lot of halal shops, any cuisine, you name it. You need Spanish, French, Arabic, Tunisian, Turkish, Lebanese, any cuisine. You can find so much halal food, so many options. And I would say also the healthcare system, the social security, the social system, it is pretty amazing. So those are the things which are good, and then there is the bad. So if you can find ways to work with the bad, I think there is some good there as well. The next is, what is your advice for someone who is struggling to find a career or job? You know, there is just this pressure on us constantly, and especially in Pakistan, that you have to take either medical or IT related fields because they pay you more. But I've actually never had any interest in those. I am really struggling to find what is best for me. Honestly, this question, it just felt like, oh my god, like I feel like I had the same question a few years ago, and I had the same dilemma. I was studying pre-medical and my mom wanted me to become a doctor, my dad as well, but I just didn't feel connected to it. And at that time, what my sister said was, you can explore, you can take a year. This year was actually supposed to be the year that I prepare for the medical exam again. But my sister, she was my fairy godmother, and she told me, Umama, just take the time, explore. And this is how I stumbled on business. And I remember, and this is what guides my life in literally every area now. She says, it doesn't matter what you choose. Just explore, give yourself to everything, and then find what you love. And once you find what you love, there is no excuse to be average in it. Like, you have to be the best of the best. And she told me, it's okay, Amaba will be a little sad because of your choice right now, but choose something that you love, choose something you will be the best in, and trust me, you will make money in it. And at that time, nobody in my family studied business. I just felt like business is my calling. I love it so much. Because of my sister's advice, I decided that I'm going to give it my all. And that is why I applied to international schools, even when I was told, oh, you should not. I got a distinction in my bachelor's. I got the gold medal, which was the first position in my bachelor's. I got a distinction in my master's just because I chose something that I love. So I gave my all to it. And fast forward to now, after many years, my parents are actually proud of me, alhamdulillah. Like, now they trust me more on the things that I do, even though they're unconventional, because they know if she made a decision, she will follow through and she will make the best of it. So from someone who was there, I would say, pick something that you love. Expose yourself to many things. Go to YouTube, see if you want a career in UX, in content creation, in marketing, in learning and development. There are so many avenues. You can even ask ChatGPT, what are the different career options that I have? Explore them. Look at the depth, like what does the day in the life look like for that specific profession? And just go for it. I read somewhere, I don't believe in making right decisions. I take decisions and make them right. And honestly, this one statement has guided me through life so much. It doesn't matter what you choose, you just have to stick with it and you have to make the best out of it. And that is what I do. Yes, maybe my choice of business or my choice of leaving my job to pursue YouTube full time, it's maybe wrong, but with the conditions that I have, with the privilege, with the blessings that I have, I will work I will work like crazy. And I will make it happen. So have this attitude and you are literally invincible and you will make the best out of any situation. The next is, how do you plan your day or week to stay productive? The way that I go about it is there are 5 main buckets for a person to feel fulfilled. So there is spiritual, there is physical, there is mental, there is financial, and there is social. So these are 5 types of needs that we have. I already have set goals for each. So I want to ideally be spending 6 hours on financial and making 3 YouTube videos. So it's a set goal. Spiritual, 2 hours to help me understand and learn Quran. Then there is 30 minutes walk, which is physical, and mental is 1 hour of learning and reading books. And then for social, I want to have 1 to 2, ideally minimum, gatherings every single week. So this creates a proper solid structure. And then 9 to 6 is for deep work. So it's for financial, it's for connecting with Allah, it's for my prayers, everything. And then the chill time starts after 6. So I already know in a day what the structure looks like, and then I take things day by day. And I think it just works the best for me. The next is, how do you deal with procrastination or lack of motivation and distractions? Honestly, no one is immune to this. I have an ADHD brain which overthinks too much. It is always super fast, and I think I struggle more than other people to do my regular tasks. But I think what really helps me is this watch which I have. It looks super ugly, but this has a buzzer which goes off every 30 minutes. So usually I have some time blindness and I don't know the passage of time. So this reminds me I have to be on track with my goals. Wake up and put this watch, and then 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, I just get my stuff done. This is the method which works best for me. Also, I realized on days when I just feel like nothing is getting done, I go out for a walk, I journal, and most often I get recharged. So I have a full list of the things which give me dopamine. So it's called dopamine menu. I will link it somewhere here. But it's basically the things which energize me. So I try to do something like that. But I feel when I'm completely low, before I used to push myself, it's not I don't feel like, it's not the laziness low. It's just overwhelmed with emotions sometimes. So I do feel like I'm more gentle with myself, and I work with my body, with my hormonal changes. And I think that is how I get most of the things done now. What books or resources changed your mindset the most? Honestly, there is a huge list, but I would say in 2012, I took the year off to study Quran. And to be honest, this was the one most life-changing year of my life, I would say. Because I think, you see, we have eyes, but you have the ability to see because of the nur in the eyes. And I feel Quran and understanding Allah and understanding religion, this is the lens which allows you to see the reality of this world. So I feel that is the single most life-changing book that you will ever read. But other than that, when you think about other things, I think I really love this book, which is Soundtracks by John Acuff. I think it really helped calm down my overthinking brain. And the other one is The More You Do, The Better You Feel. I think it's an amazing book and absolutely recommend it. The next is, what daily habits have had the biggest impact on your personal growth? I think for me, I feel the best when I wake up early. I think I just feel that my day is lost if I don't wake up early. And I used to be a former night owl. And I think it's just game changing. When I wake up at 6 a.m., I just feel my best self. And I think the next thing, which I also started doing because of my mom, from the very childhood, it is learning. I just love learning. I love reading. I love learning on YouTube. Audiobooks, that's my jam. And I think every day when you're learning and improving yourself, that is the single best thing that you can do for yourself right now and for your future. How do you balance Deen and dunya both in daily life? Oh my god, I think this is a difficult one because I think everybody struggles with this, Deen and dunya. I think the way that I am trying to go about it with this is I'm trying to add more Deen in my dunya, which is the goal of this YouTube. Like, I feel if I'm talking about productivity or consistency or life advice or making money, I want it to be inspired from our scholars. I want it to be inspired by, you know, the people who came before us and who practiced religion and who were so good at it. So that is what I'm trying to do. I don't think it can be either or. I think it can be this world and the next. And this is what my channel is about. I think this is what I want. Your videos meant only to help girls, or can boys also benefit from them? I notice your YouTube banner says your mission is to help 1 million girls. Just curious. To be honest, I think my videos are for anyone who dreams big, who wants more from this life and the next. And I think this is what my videos are for. But I do feel like as a girl, we just have more pressure. We have so much societal expectation, so much cultural obligation, so much barriers, which boys don't have. So this is why I want to especially resonate with girls, because I think I grew up in that society. I grew up with those challenges, and alhamdulillah, I was able to pave a path for myself. Will people say I'm successful? Well, there are a lot of debates back home. But I would like to believe that I'm really happy because I am, and the opinion of other people doesn't matter. And I believe I was able to work on my dreams and to live my dreams, and I'm still in the process, but I do believe that I really want to focus on inspiring girls, especially because just there are too many roadblocks in our culture. As a Muslim, there are too many roadblocks for girls, and I don't know why that is. The next is, what are your favorite Islamic reminders for staying grounded? I think when life gets too hard, I like to think that this life is only 2 hours 24 minutes. And even my best friend and my sister, when they come to me and they're like, oh, you're having a bad day, I think this is my favorite line, like 2 hours 24 minutes, that's it. And I did this whole calculation and made a video about it, but I think it really grounds me that life is too short. I just need to get something done. I'm going to the next world. I need to act now. The next Islamic reminder is, I think, Surah Qiyamah. This is at the end. Allah explains that the person is about to die, and he explains what happens in the body. Like, the leg is tight with the other leg, and the life, it is stuck here, and the person just knows it is time to depart. And when in the hospital the family is starting to run to find, oh, is there anyone who can save, doctor, is there a doctor? And I feel that image for me is very like, this is what I'm going towards, so I need to prepare for that moment, that day. I don't realize that day that I'm going to go. I want to realize it today. And of course, this is, again, I don't remember it every day, but I try my best. The next question is, which ayah or hadith motivates you the most during tough times? I think my first instinct is sometimes I feel that Allah is angry with me, and that is why this is happening. So this is why I really love Surah Ad-Duha, and in which Allah says, your Lord has not abandoned you, nor is he displeased. So sometimes I just play it on repeat and cry a lot because I feel, he's not abandoned me, he loves me, he loves me, he loves me. And I also love that in this surah, Allah also says, فَلَسَوْفَ يُؤْتِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى. Like, he will give you something and you will be pleased. So I think it really calms down my nervous system. And in Surah Maryam, there is also Hazrat Zakaria who said, وَلَمْ أَكُنْ بِدُعَاءِ رَبِّي شَقِيًّا, which is, I have never been disappointed with asking my Lord. And it's the best. I think I just remind myself, I've never been disappointed. Even the most impossible of the dreams, Allah made it possible for me. So this is going to be okay. And then I think the next one is وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا, which is, whoever fears Allah, Allah will create a way out for that person. And then وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. So whoever trusts Allah, Allah is going to be sufficient for that person. I just love it. I just love it. So that is why I feel when I'm at the edge of a cliff, I try to tell myself, just trust, just jump, and he will give you the wings. The next one is, how do you stay consistent on YouTube? I love this quote by Laila Hormozi, and I literally have it everywhere. Excuse my French, but it is, F the mood, follow the plan. And I just love it. Like, yes, not every day I feel like doing this. Not every day I feel so inspired. Not every day I remember the why. But I just need to do this. For example, this is end of April. So end of April, I have already decided my videos for May, which I really want to make. So the dates are in, the videos are in. All I need to do is script record, and that is what I try to do on weekly basis. The thing that I do which really helps is batching. So one day I will just sit and write 3 of my scripts. And then like today, I'm going to record 3 videos. Because for sure, not every day I feel like doing this. So I have systems in place, and to be honest, I still want to make better systems, and I'm constantly trying to learn how to make it even more better. And the last one is, are you dating someone or married? No, I'm not. I am happily single and I'm just focusing on myself. I believe when the time is right, I will meet that person, but I really don't believe in struggling or trying to find that person desperately. I feel when I will be the right person will emerge. So my focus is just on being myself, and inshallah, when the time is right, Allah will send my soulmate. And yeah, I think that is all for today. Let me know if you have any more questions, write to me, comment down below. Let me know what other videos would you like me to make, and inshallah, I will see you next time. Assalamu alaikum.